But sorry, continue on your way there.
No worries. Let's go now to the co-main event of this UFC fight night in the featherweight division between Dan 50K Ige against Movsar Evloev. Ige, one of the better nicknames in the sport. 15-5 as a pro. One of the most exciting 15-5 records that we've seen. 9 finishes to his name. But he, unfortunately, right now, he's coming off back-to-back losses. Most recently at the hands of Josh Emmett, heavy hitter in the featherweight division. Movsar Evloev, on the other hand, he is 15-0. My man is undefeated with 7 finishes to his name, most recently taking out Hakeem Dawodu. So, Mark, let me throw it over to you first. Give us your assessment of this very exciting and consequential co-main between Ige and Evloev.
Yeah, this is a good fight, and Evloev is certainly getting the respect from the bookmakers. He is minus 400. Ige is plus 300. This is the is Movsar Evloev as good as we all think he is fight. We find out here. And I think that answer is yes. Obviously, we know he's 15-0. No one has really troubled him as of yet. Even his split decision over Nick Lentz never should have been a split decision. And Dan Ige, while incredibly tough and impossible to make go away, is not exactly the most impressive ranked featherweight, in my opinion. He basically only has that ranking because he himself got a sketchy split decision win over Edson Barbosa. You remove that from his resume, it doesn't really strike you as an elite featherweight resume. So frankly, I don't expect this to be that hard for Evloev. Ige's been out-grappled before. We just saw Korean Zombie have his way with him on the mat not too long ago, I think 2 fights ago for Ige. And I don't think there's any reason Evloev can't do the same thing. I don't mean he won't have to work. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll get cracked a time or two by Ige, especially considering how sneaky Ige can be with his power shots. But I think that anytime Ige creates that 2 or 3 seconds of excitement, that Evloev is just going to be able to change levels or clinch up or do whatever he needs to do to regain control of the fight. I think that he's too good at implementing his own game, at making people fight his fight, and I think that's exactly what he does here, and I will say he wins a unanimous decision.
Okay, Omar, your turn. Give us your take. Evloev, is he going to wipe Dan Ige, off the face of the mat?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely have to agree. I think Evloev is definitely the more grappling heavy fighter, and he's just a lot more adept at using it. I totally see him ducking under punches on a regular basis in this fight, and just blasting doubles and getting Dan Ige on the ground. I feel like Dan Ige will get up from a few of those takedowns, but I think it's going to cost him to get up. I also think that we'll probably see, once he gets up, I think Evloev will probably take that and use that advantage to fake a couple shots and kind of get off on Dan Ige as well. And then as soon as Dan Ige feels like he has, some stand-up moments, he's going to try to move forward, and right back down we go. And I think that's really going to be the story of the fight. It's very possible Dan Ige catches him. Everybody can get caught, but everything on paper, everything that we've seen out of these two, especially recently, says that Evloev should have this in the bag. So I'm going to go with Evloev by decision, and it should be a pretty handy decision.
Yeah, both these guys are exciting fighters in different ways. Evloev is exciting because he's an undefeated guy, 15-0 as a pro. So he's exciting in that sense of like, man, nobody's beating this guy. And so you kind of tune in to see if he's going to lose. You're going to see if he's getting even better and better and better. And then Dan Ige is a much more conventionally exciting fighter, the kind of fighter that fans love, the kind of fighter that promoters love. That being said, I think Evloev at this weight, at 145 pounds, is going to be a much bigger guy in there. And to have a grappling-centric approach, I feel like we're going to all be disappointed in this matchup that we're all excited to see it at featherweight. And we're going to see Evloev just kind of exact his will. I think he's going to smother Dan Ige, and he's going to cruise to what will be his 6th consecutive decision victory on Saturday night. And he's going to keep on marching up the featherweight rankings.